Good evening everyone and welcome back to another match here on WWE 2K25. It has been a while. I've been on holiday, then I had a chest infection, all the good stuff. That's my excuse, I'm sticking to it. And we are back with a fatal four-way elimination match for the YouTube Championship. Something we haven't seen defended in a very, very long time. I don't think we've seen it defended once so far on WWE 2K25. So this is Mill's big opportunity to show what he can do. But it is a fatal four-way elimination match that's going to be pretty damn tough. And it's going to be three guys that have been quite big recently on the internet. First of all, the man who has literally come out of nowhere. I don't think many people had even heard of him before. And then all of a sudden he's become an overnight sensation. It's Mr. Iguana. Yeah, I didn't know of him either, to be honest with you. But when Worlds Collide happened, and he is just the one thing that I think everybody remembers from it. Literally, I don't remember seeing much else of the entire show on Twitter at all, apart from just this guy. He's massively over. Poor old Joe Hendry's just in the background. Been absolutely eclipsed by a man painted green with a stuffed iguana. That's all it takes, isn't it, really? And the first time we're ever going to see him in our SWE rankings as well. Of course, if you don't know what the rankings are, there is a link in the description down below. We have kept track of every single match we've done since the beginning of 2021. All the wins, all the losses. We have champions and championship history, so make sure you go over and check that one out as well. And here is the man, the myth. I wouldn't say legend. I've never really seen the hype behind Joe Hendry. He's a bit of fun. And I'm surprised the whole thing's lasted this long, to be honest with you. Normally these things are pretty much... they disappear quite quickly. He's not as hot as he was. He still gets some cheap pops. I think if he does sign for WWE, I think it will get old pretty quick. But I think just doing the odd appearance here and there like he has at the moment, I think he's doing pretty well. Another man who's been pretty hot on the internet recently for all the wrong reasons. We have got... oh my god, he talks. Okay, let's skip that then. So yeah, sorry, R-Truth's been on the internet a lot recently for all the wrong reasons. Of course, he was fired. Well, not fired. He was released and rehired. Triple H tried to make out that it was some sort of storyline thing and this, that and the other, but it wasn't. They just made a massive cock-up and didn't want to admit it, to be honest with you. But the main thing is R-Truth's back. I mean, I'm an AEW fan and everyone's going to laugh at me for this, but I've always said if I could take any wrestler from WWE and move him to AEW, it would have been R-Truth. I absolutely adore that man. He brings so much fun. And I'm glad he's got a contract. At least he's sorted, isn't he? And there is Muertes, then the champion. We could actually see this match in WWE now at some point. I'm not saying this is ever going to happen, but who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Iguana and Joe Hendry end up in the same ring together. As a tag team. Joe Exotic. Muertes, of course, was part of When Worlds Collide. Was he? No, he wasn't, was he? He's part of Triple Mania recently, though. He was actually in a match with Joe Hendry at Triple Mania for the X Division Championship. Yes, the X Division Championship has been destroyed these days, hasn't it, really? So this is a fatal four-way elimination match, and it is also Falls Count Anywhere as well. So there's a lot of points up for grabs here in our ranking system. It's a point for every elimination and an extra point for the winner. So 4 points up for grabs altogether. And it's going to be very difficult for Muertes to retain that championship. I would think he might be the favourite still. But when there's three other people, it really does throw a curveball in, doesn't it, really? As Mr. Iguana doing some great work there against R-Truth. As Joe Hendry, though, catching Mr. Iguana with his strike over the head and the drop kick dropping him. And now Joe Hendry catching R-Truth, looking to roll him across into a Boston Crab. As Muertes, of course, it is fatal four-way, so it is no disqualification. I don't think he actually used the chair in the end, though, to be honest. Joe Hendry is incredibly tanned for a Scotsman, isn't he? I mean, Scotland is like one of the coldest, wettest places in the entire world, I promise you. A bit like Sheamus. Ireland. He's incredibly pale, isn't he, bless him? Oh, look at that. Mr. Iguana just chopping out the legs of Joe Hendry. And you think potentially Mr. Iguana, Joe Hendry and R-Truth might try and work together to eliminate the big man, Mil Muertes, from this match. And it is cool, really. I like it. I'm looking forward to getting the Abyss DLC soon. You can do Mil Muertes versus Abyss versus Kane or something like that. Maybe throw the Undertaker in there and do like a Monsters, Fatal 4 Monsters Ball match or something like that. As Mil there with the trash can lid, using it as a weapon. Joe Hendry's back up on his feet now, back into the ring. Joe Hendry has the hockey stick. Swings it away at R-Truth. R-Truth able to avoid it, but then got caught with a chop block in the back of the leg by Mr. Iguana. And now Joe Hendry trying to showcase his wrestling ability. I don't think he has a ton of that, to be honest with you. Just my opinion. Joe Hendry is all about the memes. I don't think he's necessarily ever going to be, I was going to say a main event at WrestleMania, but we all know wrestling ability does not matter at all for WWE at WrestleMania, does it really? Lovely takedown there by Mil Muertes on R-Truth. Now has the bin lid. Right between the eyes of Joe Hendry. And Mil Muertes, he's not about the memes. He's all about getting the job done. I mean, there's quite a few others that could have been in this match, aren't there, really? Like, I think Xavier Woods, Adam Cole, Evil Uno, they're all people that have got a very big internet presence. There's even more now, aren't there, really, when you think about it? But the idea of the YouTube Championship is more that it's sort of voted by you guys. It's the people that are hyped, the people that are exciting, the people that you want to see, and I thought this would be an interesting one to do. Joe Hendry with the uppercut there on Mr. Iguana as, I see Mil Muertes sending Joe Hendry straight into the barricade. Mr. Iguana willing Joe Hendry back up to his feet. Straight in to the barricade once again, in with the flip there by Mr. Iguana. Lovely takedown there by Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Hendry now with a stop sign, launches it right in to the kneecaps of Mr. Iguana. Mil Muertes though still up on his feet. He has Joe Hendry throttled here on the outside, up and choke slam down. Doesn't go for the pin though, surprises me. I know that's not his finisher. His finisher is the, well, it always used to be the flatline. If it's changed over the years maybe, I don't know. Mil Muertes now with a pin on R-Truth. Only a 1 count. Mil now brings R-Truth back up to a standing base again. Sent him straight into the referee there for a moment. The referee just about avoided it. Joe Hendry sending Mil Muertes to the same place, which allows Mr. Iguana a bit of time. Joe Hendry tried to throw the kendo stick at Mil Muertes. Mil avoided it. Catches Hendry up into a powerbomb position. And a powerbomb onto the apron, and his head hit the ring post. That could be it for Joe Hendry. Only a 1 count, wow. Look at Mr. Iguana just throwing the stop sign, hitting both Mil Muertes and R-Truth. I hate if you either keep throwing each other all the time on the outside, it's pointless. A shoulder breaker there by Joe Hendry. I understand inside the ring, throwing each other makes sense. Into the ropes and that sort of stuff, but R-Truth has Mil Muertes up in a powerbomb position. Powerbomb onto the apron and spins into the apron himself. Wow. Mr. Iguana sending Joe Hendry now into the barricade. And sending R-Truth into the barricade. Goes after Mil Muertes now. Mr. Iguana just absolutely levering everyone. Sending Mil back into the ring as Joe Hendry has R-Truth in with a full-weight slam on the outside. Big back elbow there by Mil Muertes, drops Mr. Iguana. And Mr. Iguana then gets the kendo stick broken over his back by Joe Hendry. And that could be the end of Mr. Iguana. No. Iguana survives. I thought he was going to suffer erectile dysfunction there, but he does continue on. As, look at that submission hold there by Joe Hendry. Iguana rolls to the outside. Joe Hendry is up on the apron. Iguana, avoids Joe Hendry's dive. And Iguana there just slams the guitar right across the back of Mil Muertes. And Mil's not happy with that. Grabs a hold of Iguana, sends him straight into the ring, but Joe Hendry's there to try and get a hold of Mil. Iguana, I think he was considering a dive there, but you saw Joe duck under the ring. Joe just launched a guitar into Mil Muertes. Snap suplex there by Mr. Iguana. Straight to the barricade there. Mil sending R-Truth. Running power slam there by Mr. Iguana on Joe Hendry. There's the pin. It's only a 1 count. Mil just levers him across the head with a steel chair. Joe Hendry in severe trouble there. He got absolutely decked by that chair. Joe Hendry running neckbreaker on Mil Muertes. R-Truth is up as well. Sending Joe Hendry back into the ring, and R-Truth now trying to work down the champion, Mil Muertes. Mr. Iguana grabbing a hold of the stop sign. Joe Hendry now taking... Oh my god! R-Truth was dropped and he landed flat on his neck. Referee should check him because that looks serious. As Joe Hendry now... Is that a jackhammer? Big vertical suplex. Mr. Iguana, R-Truth needs to be checked. He was dropped on his freaking neck. Joe Hendry dragging Mil Muertes away from the corner. Tried to grab the legs. Mil able to boot him free. What a spear! Mr. Iguana entered the ring and Mil Muertes just turned around and absolutely flattened Mr. Iguana. As Joe Hendry locking in the ankle lock, it's no DQ, so even though Mr. Iguana can catch the rope, it doesn't matter. And Mr. Iguana is out, eliminated by Joe Hendry, who is going to get the first point of the match. Mr. Iguana does eventually suffer from erectile dysfunction and he is eliminated and moves down to -1 in the ranking system since it is his first ever match. Joe Hendry with that point moves him up to a -1 as well though. So Joe Hendry's got a chance here. If he can have a strong performance, he could move himself up into the positives in this match and become champion. There's a lot up for grabs here for Joe Hendry. R-Truth though stalking Joe Hendry, catches him, going to take him, he's got the legs hooked. He's looking for essentially a muscle buster there. R-Truth now the strike in the back of Joe Hendry, takes him up, dropping him face first. Mil Muertes now going to take him up. Big pile driver, hooked the leg as well to make it even more vicious and spiked. Joe Hendry went for a discus lariat. Mil was able to avoid it. And now Mil in with a flatliner. That's it. That's his big finisher. Is that enough to eliminate Joe Hendry from this match? 1, 2. No, Joe survives. Wow. I was convinced Mil had him there. Mil now just, look at the boots into the face of Joe Hendry. Mil now up on the top. He took the kendo stick right into the gut. Point first as well. There's the pin by R-Truth. It was only a 1 in the end. I think it's pretty damn close to a 2, but the referees called it a 1. R-Truth now with a combo. To the take. Hendry up and drops him face first. And then takes the steel steps right in the face. Then Mil just dumps him and then a diving back elbow. I thought it was out then. I honestly thought Mil Muertes was out there for a moment. And there's the little Jimmy. This could, though, be Mil Muertes out. We could be guaranteed a brand new champion. 1, 2, 3. We are. R-Truth with the elimination moves up to a +2. As Mil Muertes, the champion, is out and moves down to a +11. And now we're down to the final two. It's Joe Hendry and R-Truth. One of these two men will become our next YouTube champion as R-Truth is in control, taking Joe up. Ooh, Joe with a boot into the face of R-Truth. Sends Truth off the ropes and sent him over the top, and Truth's feet or legs hit the ring steps. That's brutal. Hendry now has the kendo stick right across the chest and the face of R-Truth. Truth now sending him off the ropes again, over the top, and then in looking for a pop-up powerbomb, but Truth able to reverse it. Breaks free. And now look at Truth, a little bit of rock and roll. Oh, look at that combination. Flattens Joe Hendry. Now Truth has a kendo stick. Oh, snaps it across the chest. There's the pin. 1, 2. No, only a 2 count for R-Truth. But it's looking like a matter of time here before he is crowned the new YouTube champion with the leg drop. Joe Hendry avoids it, but R-Truth straight back up. Truth now locking in a sleeper hold. We don't necessarily assign R-Truth for submission holds, but it looked pretty effective there for a minute. But Joe Hendry is free. He's suffering the consequences of that, though. He has Truth now up against the ropes. Wrenching back at the arm. Oh, this could be it. Hendry has him up. In with a choke slam, and that is going to be game, set, match. Joe Hendry is your brand new YouTube champion. Boom. Not the like it was what I don't know. I don't know what I expected, to be honest with you, but Joe Hendry, he is the king of the internet. He has been for a very long time, so becoming our YouTube champion does make a lot of sense, I suppose, in that sense. And he has gone from a -2 up to a +1 in one match here. That is massive for him. And it's all about becoming that YouTube champion. Joe Hendry. There he is. He's on the ranking system. He is your champion. Love him or loathe him, you're stuck with him. Why have I got the wrong colour green? I actually have the wrong colour green. There we go. Well, there we go. Joe Hendry then. Big win for him. And now he's a YouTube champion. He's going to have to defend that belt, hopefully a lot more often than Mil Muertes ever did. And Joe Hendry as well. You've got to think about potentially having a look at the European Championship with him. Currently, Finn Balor is the European champion. It's his second reign as the champion. He's held the belt for quite some time again. I mean, everyone's held the belts for a long time. Maybe we need to do some sort of match to try and crown a #1 contender. Got some big names there, though, haven't we? We've got Gunther, we've got Butch, or Pete Dunne, if you will. Got Will Ospreay, Zack Sabre Jr., the British Bulldog. There's some real big names at the moment. And Joe Hendry will have to stamp his way in there. He's got a bit of work to do, though, still. I mean, he is a champion here, but he is still only +1 in the rankings. So I'm assuming that Joe's going to have to put some more big victories together before we can see him in a bigger or higher rated title picture. There we go. The match was the greatest of all time. Who saw that coming with that lineup? But either way, I love you all. Good night. God bless. I'll be the same. Please do like and subscribe to the good stuff, and I will see you again very soon for our next match on WWE 2K25. Bye-bye.